Hello, it is I, Lost Wolf. I hope you're well. I was waiting for my robot to wake up and warn us that everything was happening, but my robot did not, and so here we are. Let me do some housekeeping super quickly, and then let's kind of talk about what we're doing. Oh, wait, yo, oof. For a minute there I was like, wait a second, I'm doing that in the wrong place. Okay. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on. I am Lost Wolf. We are playing NORCO, and we're playing NORCO in memory of RatClowncar. RatClowncar was a streamer who was around for a little while, and then unfortunately passed away last year. And he left behind a spreadsheet of games that he really liked, and this time last year, when I learned of his passing, we picked a game off of his spreadsheet and played it. It was a game that I was aware of. We played, what's the game? That's For Every Under the Moonlight. Oh god. Where's my entire list of games? Momodora, Every Under the Moonlight. We played that because I was aware of it and I knew what I was doing in it, so we played it from end to end. And then last year, at the end of last year during December, we played Don't Go Alone, which is a game that he quite liked too, and I ended up liking too. It's very much my first RPG, but it's very reasonably done. There's a couple of interesting things about it, and I suggest that people at least play the first couple of levels of it, even if they don't play the whole thing. So he was a good RPG streamer, and I got to hang out in some of his streams, and he would explain things very well and talk about why he liked games a lot. So we're trying NORCO, which is not a game that I ever saw him play, but which I hear by all accounts is very good, and so I'm curious to have played it too, and to see what I think that RatClowncar saw in this specific game. And so far I can sort of see some of where he's coming from. He tended towards sort of dark and somber games, games with a fair bit to them, either in terms of systems or in terms of story. This one's very story heavy, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's not what I would pick ordinarily for myself to play, but we're here and it is time, and so we're playing NORCO. I'm doing this for myself as well, in a sense, because another streamer that I know passed away a little bit after RatClowncar passed away, so this is in memory of them too, so that is kind of what we're doing. Today in NORCO, so yesterday we infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D., which is sort of the bad place in this game. It's a game that we need to go to get answers. But along the way, one of there are two threads in this game. One is you're looking for your brother, and the other thread is it takes you some of the memories of your mother, things that your mother lived. And we're currently on one of those memories. So yesterday we stopped off at a place where we have to infiltrate a compound, and that is kind of what we're going to be doing today. I've done the housekeeping, so let me do this, and let me get NORCO up and going, and we can get playing here. I'm looking at a list of currently installed games, and I see Balatro, and all I want to do is play Balatro. I shouldn't, because I'm at an impasse with that game where I'm at a stake that's so difficult that I keep on wiping on the stake. And so I've just put it down for a little while, and I'm indulging in other games, but at some point I want to go back to that. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, let's continue. So we saved here, I believe. This is the autosave, so we saved here. And we're just gonna get going, right? So yesterday when we came here, we got told to use our phone in the parking lot over here, and that would start guiding us along. So we'll be up by the time this is through. How do we get into the hall? Garrett mentioned someone named Friend. We're supposed to get into the mall in Kenner, get the stone and bring it back to SuperDuck, but the entrance is locked. Were you listening to anything the kids at the entrance said? You have to be initiated to get in. How do we get initiated? There are 3 sculptures hidden around town, virtual sculptures. You can only see them by opening up the Apocryphon application on your phone. We need to find all 3 of those things, these things. After that, they'll let us in. That's right. He said to open Apocryphon application while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll find Friend. Okay. Oh, there's Apocryphon, sure. Ken and John's Apocryphon. Oh, okay. I am Friend. We need your help. What are you? I am Friend. We need your help. Garrett said to speak to you. We don't know where to find the first sculpture. The first reading of John, not far, in a yard. Okay, so the only yard that we are aware of. I guess these are the sculptures. You have not collected this reading from the Apocryphon of Ken and John. Okay, yeah, I was correct. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, we can... I thought it would let us move this back and forth, but apparently not. Okay, let's exit and go here. Can I talk to him yet? Okay. The only yard that we know of is this one, so I think that we use the phone here. Oh, I see. Okay. First reading from the Apocryphon of Ken and John. Apocryphon. Early years you spend inside. TV on. Dad blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth. Nowhere to go. No one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien. The house is a prison. Only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for a show. Somewhere to meet people. Something to do. Whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into St. Somewheres and you immediately know these aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes. Someone calls you a Nazi. You throw the first punch. Things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground. They think you're dead. You're unconscious for 12 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. I wonder if this is an abrogated version of Kenna-John's life story. Okay, let's go back to here. But I don't like the tone of this at all, I will say. Garrett said to speak to you. Any way you can help us find John's second sculpture? The first reading of John reads, try going to St. Somewheres. Get called fash. Get knocked over the head with a tire iron. Why would you want to do that to yourself? See, this is the thing. This is the sort of thing that impressionable people will inevitably fall for because they're alienated and alone. And this pushes them toward being more alienated and alone. St. Somewheres. Home. St. Somewheres. Oh, we don't even know if there's a show here, but I assume there must be. Sugar. Ugh, my stomach still doesn't feel right. Catherine, that hot dog finally catch up to you? This past couple of hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? They seem fresh to me because I had to. I don't like either of these responses. I don't like either of these responses because this is a lie and this is true, but it's awful, right? We need to get into seeing Dallas and so on, and I don't think that's a good reason for this. But I don't want to lie. Nothing personal, just something I had to do. You're a bad person. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one. That's good. No, I didn't find one. What did you do? That's enough. Then what did you do? You don't want to know. Yes, I do. I had an English teacher long ago. This whole conversation is reminding me of that English teacher. And I wrote an essay one time, and it was for an exam, no less. And I had turned in the essay. Now, the thing about those essays is that they made you write to a word count. And the word count was, by essay standards in an exam situation, quite long. And I got to a point where I couldn't think of what to write next. And I knew I had to make this word count. So I wrote a bit where the guy in the story went to the toilet. And I got my exam paper back a little bit later, and the English teacher had failed me. And I was like, the story seemed serviceable. Why did you do that? And the English teacher just said straight up, like, if you're going to write something, please, for the love of God, never ever write a scene about going to the toilet. Now, I didn't write anything too gross. It was just, going to the toilet and then mostly coming back out again. But this is what they're doing. Maybe they're telling us a story about going to the toilet, and I'm not really here for that, but okay. Oh, but I do. You give me bad vibes, you know that? You want to know how I dealt with the insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old grey meat most nights as a special occasion? Or is this a special occasion? Special occasion. And then you follow them around and see where and how they took a shit? This is what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? Alright, fine, I'll tell you. But you just remember that you asked. If this is too gross, I will bail on reading the response, right? So after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with Flaneless, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong in my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom at some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. By that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can. I nearly run over a couple of pedestrians. I'm on Elysian Fields in St. Claude, major intersection, tons of traffic backed up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. It's coming. I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy, fast. There's a stretch limo Hummer pulled on the side of the road with people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like high school students, like maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on the one side of the, oh no, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street on the opposite side. So I drop my bike right there in the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. I just pull my pants down and let loose. There's a lot of it. It's taking a while. Should I keep going? You still enjoying yourself there here? Oh no. Again, if this gets too gross, we'll bail. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, the kids shut the door, the driver climbs in, and all the lights at the rear of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown. I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It would be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend or whatever as he drives away. He thinks the limo's empty. He's got it on speakerphone, and I can hear the whole conversation. In the speaker, right next to my head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Said he'll never drive young kids like that again. Said they smell like baby diapers. Then he starts having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it, saying what they want to do to each other. All the stuff. Not like that's the biggest deal in the world, but for reasons I won't go into, I just really don't want to be in there anymore. I tried to open the door thinking, fuck it, I'll just jump out. But the door is locked. I check the others. They're all locked. I crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, you forgot me. He hangs up the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who the hell are you? He asks. I'm one of the kids. You forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I can hear the entire conversation. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it. Just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They ask him his location. He pulls off on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? Sure, this isn't, it's terrible, right? This whole situation is kind of bad. But he didn't at least go into detail about what happened when he was going to the toilet. So I think that we're going to be okay. This is just a bad story in this guy's life. So far, cool. Of course. Alright, so here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a squad car pulls up behind a limo within like 3 minutes. At this point, I can't even explain to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster about a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing. Dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline is coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police sirens. The squad car stops at the dumpster. They get out, look around. They shine the light right on me. I stay perfectly still, holding my breath. They leave. I wait a couple of minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I wash up. I'm so sorry. It's fine. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, sure, we heard all of the story. That was pretty intense. Okay. A small group gossip conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle. Too much whiskey. Someone kicked in the wall in a fit of rage. There's another thing here before we go inside. St. Somewheres, once a modest neighborhood bar, it has moved through a succession of subcultural clientele over the past decade. First came the squatters, who took up residence in nearby homes damaged by hurricanes or simple neglect. The squatters attracted the punks brought the hipsters, and so on. It now exists as a subcultural estuary, only one change of ownership away from becoming an upscale wine bar. Yeah, I guess that's how that sort of thing goes. Okay, so let's look at this person. This must be the bouncer. The man walking the door tunes out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes on his phone. No cover tonight. Just checking IDs. We're looking for a sculpture. What's happening tonight? What's going on inside? It's bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems... Catherine glances around and then to Dallas. Catherine, different than I'd expect. What are you looking at me for? Just, don't you agree? What, bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce, so I'm supposed to give a shit? Oh, I guess bounce is a kind of music. Sure. Okay. I thought bounce night was going to be something different, but alright, here we are. This is what's going on. Sitting Stan says, hello, Lost Wolf. I hope you're well today. I am indeed. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you are here now and not 5 minutes ago, because I was reading the worst story that this game spouted at us. Wow. I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. Christmas music? That's it? That's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Oh, don't even start. Over here having bounce night for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden? Because all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. And I've said Christmas music. Just kind of creepy. That's all you listen to? Creepy? I'm going to listen to you about what's creepy? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boys. Christmas music is cozy. Helps me relax. That's cool, man. That's fine. God damn. We're looking for a sculpture. We're looking for one of Ken and John's sculptures that ring a bell. You're talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm an academic. I'm the mother of a Garrett. I'm a Garrett. Okay, I think this could go one of three ways. Every game says, hey, they lost Wolf. I dig the pixel art style in this game. I wonder if the developer played Eric Chahi's games. I don't know. I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to qualify that statement. So, Eric Chahi's games are like about tone a lot, right? When you think about the most famous one of those, it's almost never inevitably Another World. And Another World is very much about, there's a couple of things that it is really about, but one of the things that it's about is about your relationship with the guy who helps you through that specific game. But the whole game is done through subtext. It's through the things that the game shows you and doesn't show you. It doesn't have any dialogue in it at all, which actually I think is very smart and very movie-like. It's a great cinematic game. But the thing I think that's important about Eric Chahi's games is that sense of being given a story without any dialogue at all, so you make your own conclusions about what you think is going on, right? The difference between that and us, I mean, I can maybe see what you're saying. The difference, I think, though, between that and us is that this game is very verbose. It's very much about specific sorts of topics that I think Eric Chahi games might touch on. Like, when you think about one of the strands of Another World's kind of whole plot, as it were, one of the things that stands out about that game is how existentially lonely the player is, because he's on an alien planet and all these weird things are trying to kill him, and there's only one guy who will stand up for him and help him out, right? And I think this game has a very similar angle. Like, all these people that we're meeting, some of them are intertwined, but like a lot of this game is about, on some level, loneliness and alienation. And so there is some of that from an Eric Chahi game happening in this game. But I don't think that they were necessarily influenced by those specific games. But the pixel aesthetic is great. Okay, so I'm an academic, I think, is the best way that we can go about this. The other way that I think that we can go about this is I'm the mother of a Garrett. He might understand that and sympathize with it. This he might sympathize with. I don't think that we should do this, like, at all. I'm inclined towards this or this. I think I'm going to go with this one here. It's a lie. If we wanted to be absolutely truthful, it's true that we are an academic because we do study things. And that would be one of the ways that we could go. Okay, so I'm gonna, if I had to pick one here, it would be this one. But maybe what we should do is, oh, I don't think it's gonna let me. I was gonna save and try both of these routes. I'm the mother. My son recently got into this stuff. I'm concerned. My condolences. I'm a father myself. Would hate to see the kid get wrapped up in this kind of thing. Anyhow, here's what I know. They got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find the devices, scan them with their phones. Something like that. Not sure the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so we had the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. But then last night, Dutchman came and grabbed it. Dutchman? Why does John's gang call the cops on you? That's interesting. Oh, no, we know this. It's because that's part of the first reading. Why does John's gang keep calling the cops on you? I don't know. They're trying to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because I have nothing better to do? No, it's because the first reading told them that's a thing that they need to do. Who's Dutchman? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging on to ditches, feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Belle vouches for him, so he must be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. Why is Dutchman come around here? If this Dutchman lives all the way out in Kenner, what's he coming around here for? He buys stuff off Belle. What kind of stuff? The man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this. Dutchman gets stuff from here. He takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to those little Nazis. Okay. I don't think that we're going in here. We can try, though. Let's get a drink some other time. Sounds like what we're looking for is in Kenner now. Guess we're heading back to the mall. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing. I am going to stick the Apocryphon up here. And we're just going to have a quick look around. Oh, I don't... It's not moving around here, so that must mean that it's true whatever we want is not here anymore. Because otherwise the application would let us do that. So there's the mall. There's the mall. So I think Dutchman is going to be here. Okay. Haha. Electronic device. A small plastic device lies on the bank of the draining canal. This wasn't here before. I assume this is here now because we went to the bar and came back. Some kind of night. Where's the second sculpture? Should be here somewhere. Try scanning the area with Apocryphon. Okay. Oh, is it just... Are we on the thing? Sure. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Leave the hospital and discover faith and immaterial essence. So, for those of you who weren't present for the first reading, in the first reading, the Apocryphon suggested that you go crash someplace and then get beaten up and be called a fascist and end up in a hospital. And so this here is picking up from that. Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums, just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. So I'm not a joke. Doesn't matter. You were Garrett too. 29 Garretts in all. Garrett worked in the basement below the council chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in, used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted sermons in the sky. He projected videos of someone he found online. Said he grew up in Kenner just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. This text from the Apocryphon reads 100% like a very circular kind of AI thing, and I think that's the point here. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Promenade Mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke of these things on the server beneath the council chambers, as he did above the concrete. in the New Orleans sky. Oh boy, this guy's getting awfully close. Hello. Pawpaw. Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me. Waiting in the ditches. Waiting. No trouble there, child. Happy to sit. Happy to do it. You need access to the mall. Here I am. Delighted to assist. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. Pawpaw, and you even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. This guy, so for those who weren't here for past sessions, this guy, as far as we're aware from people that we've talked to, has some sort of obsession with Catherine. Catherine is the person we're currently playing. He is probably dangerous. You, why are you here? We were neighbours once upon a time, don't you remember? I've only come to help as neighbours do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this? It is my responsibility to guide you, and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She as well. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? It's about a boat. Boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favour me over John. That little shrimp. That little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall. The sanctum of the Garretts. Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think he's been following me. To help you. To help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man, they say. An asshole. He wouldn't let your pawpaw near you. Well, okay. So again, for people who haven't been around for every session that we played, there's a lot of characters in this, and keeping them straight is sometimes a bit of a problem. But Blue is her husband who passed away. Here I am. I came to tell you, you needn't worry about Kay. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she'll be home. Perhaps too late for you. Dying, they say, from becoming, to being the philosophers to say. This, again, so the writing in this is very, very good. They've written a compelling guy, oh, not a compelling guy, a well-written guy who is probably having mental issues. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California, like it were Galilee. Her robes fade, splendid divine, a child of Christ. No, not getting in a ditch with this guy, no way. There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else here? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. Don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine. But you, dear, you do not. I am not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into the small. Patience is a virtue of your purple, and I am your only way in. Dallas leads Catherine from the canal. Let's go find that last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here? What, you think I invited them? I don't know, maybe. I'm just as confused as you are. Okay, let's get out of here. So, I think we got all of the second reading. I just want to make sure. Oh, the basement below the council chambers. We need to maybe get in there. We know where it is, we just need to get inside. I think I know how to... I don't know how to get in there, but I know where to go to get to the council chambers. Downtown. Maybe it's possible that... Oh, okay. A woman with an exhausted expression sits in a bucket with a forgotten cigarette burning in her fingers. Are you one of those nerds that comes around here to play with puppets? I am not. No, not my crowd. Good. We're back here trying to live a quiet life. These people with their haircuts, they come around here playing with puppets, making a big production. Then the cops show up and give us a hard time. I got chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where was your last spot? Who were you before you ended up here? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place. Little boys showed up. They chased me out, threatened to report us. Little bastards. That guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. Okay. I just want some peace and quiet. Sick of the haircuts and their puppet shows. Sick of the little internet boys. So City Hall is here. I don't think we can get into City Hall because we've tried before. Oh, City Hall's much more empty now. There used to be a guy over here. The guard greets Catherine at the door. Welcome to New Orleans City Hall. No council session this evening. Building's closed. The Garrett sent us? The guard looks Dallas up and down. Nah. We're here because of Ken and John. I've let a lot of people pass through there in the evenings, wanting to take a picture from the roof of whatever the hell. None of them look like you two, following my gut here. Does the city know about this? We're serious. We're, training to become Garretts. Why? Turn Ken and John's favor. Garretts are cool. We need to get inside the hall. I don't know which lie we need to tell here. I'm inclined to go for the truth, because we're not part of that. We just want to get inside so we can get the spear so we can take it to the neural net and do whatever needs doing so we can see what that's about. And I don't know if we need to lie here to get there. I'm not inclined to lying. So I'm inclined to this. But I don't know if this lops us off from being able to get inside. We're trying to get into Promenade Mall. That place been boarded up for years. Not anymore. The guards took it over. The guard shakes his head. This whole city lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. If you're thinking you can just walk to the roof, it's not like that. Be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator is out, and so are the stairwell lights. Catherine enters the building. Oh, okay, he's just gonna let us in. Sure. First floor. Oh, and now it's turned into an overhead construction game. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long, unmarked hallway extends to her left. The exit is to her back. So we are here, and I guess we want to go down because it told us to go down. So to the elevator, down the hallway, exit the building. Oh, I don't really want to go. I don't want to go anywhere here. Let's go to the elevator. Catherine enters the elevator corridor. The floor display above the elevator reads blip blip blip. The stairwell is ahead. We're going to go to the stairwell. Catherine enters the pitch black stairwell. Oh, I was pretty sure that there was going to be light here, but there isn't. We're going to go down. This is going to be like Zorkian in the sense that we will probably die for no good reason. Catherine descends the stairwell. A fading fluorescent bulb strobes in the hallway to her left. The stairwell is at her back. I think this is go left. Catherine turns the corner and immediately meets the stare of a man squatted on the ground of the stuttering light of the hallway. Speak. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness, are hands you must shake. Do so in order I say. Any missteps, and the elevator will clear the mistake. The first number in our sequence is the floor above the council chambers, third most distant from the sky. So he was saying that the building is 7 stories up, and third most distant from the sky means 4. I don't know if I should be taking notes. Hang on. There are 11 floors, should one count the basement. Oh, okay. Our second number is equally low and high. That's not 4, that's 8. Hang on. There are 11 floors, should one count the basement. So the basement is floor number 1, and the last one is 11. So if you subtract 3, you get 8. There are 11 floors, should one count the basement. Our second number is equally low and high. So if 11 is the middle, then that would be 5.5. So we either got to pick 5 or 6. If you don't count the basement, 5 is the middle. So 8, 5. And the third is just above it. Fifth from the sky. So that is 11 minus 5, which is 6. Okay. He hands the receipt to Catherine. If you need help, friend is outside the building. Open the application, and he'll be there. Good luck. What? Where are you going with this? I'm lost. Like I said, I can't help you. If you need help, then go outside, open the application, and talk to friend. Okay. Oh, sorry. I wanted to go upstairs. We're gonna go, I'm gonna walk every floor, right? Because I think that what it wants us to do is go to 8, 5, and 6 in that order. But I don't trust the lift. And B, I want to see what's on every floor before we actually go anywhere. So I'm actually going to go to down here where the city hall entrance is, to the lobby, to the hallway. Catherine wanders the hallway until it terminates in the council chambers. The door is shut. The lobby is behind her. Oh, okay, sure. Try the door. The door to the council chambers is locked. To the lobby. Okay. Let's go to the elevator. Let's go to the stairwell. Let's go up. This is very interesting. Oh, okay, so this is just Catherine arrives at floor 2. Feel around. Oh, it's dark here. Sure. Catherine gropes in the sightless dark. She feels the distinct touch of another's hand. Startled, she gasps, withdrawing her own. What is it? Someone is in here. Dallas speaks into the darkness. Hello? The stairwell is silent, but for the decaying echo of his voice. Reach out hand. Catherine reaches her hand toward the dark, and an unseen hand grasps firmly and shakes. This is wrong. So this is 2. So I think I see what we need to do. We need to go to 8, 5, and 6, and then shake. Who's there? Silence. Okay. So I don't know if we can clear this value. Exit the building by clearing this out. So if we go back in. You done in there? Not yet. Don't come in and out too much. People might notice. You going back in? Yes. Like I said, be careful. Generator's down. Gets weird at night. Catherine enters the building. Okay. We're not going to reach out. Oh, it didn't clear out the number. Oh, that's frustrating. You know what we can maybe do? We can make a bad number. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the stairwell. Let's go to up. Let's shake this guy's hand multiple times. Reach out hand. And we'll just get, if someone is there, please say something. No response. Oh, okay. Okay, good. I saw press the elevator panel, clear the sequence. Let's go back up. Let's go to the elevator. Oh, I have to go. Okay. Wow, this is very weird. Go up. Okay, let's clear the sequence. Catherine passes her hand through the darkness until she discovers the elevator panel and presses it. Okay, so we need to go up. Go up. Oh, no. We can actually test, go down. There was more to this room, this, floor. Oh, okay. Oh, we can't go into here. It just looks like there's more going on there. This is floor 8. So here we need to reach out our hand. Yeah, there's 8, 5, and 6. Okay. Go down. Go down. This is floor 5. Reach out our hand. And now we need to go up. Reach out our hand. That's 300 and nothing happened. I think we got it wrong. No, I think you need to go to the elevator, don't you? What's it say in the receipt? Hit the elevator button and then let's try again. Guy in the basement said friend is right outside if we need help. Really? To elevator? The stairwell is heard. Press the elevator panel. The floor display above the elevator winks off before illuminating again. Oh, it was wrong. Okay. Doesn't sound like an elevator's coming. The guard said the generator to power us down. Let's keep moving. I kind of wonder if we... Okay, let's do one other thing before we leave. Let's go up all the way. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Maybe it's... if you count... It might be 12 stories. So it might be 9, 6, 7. Actually. Let's just go to the top. She sighs heavily. This is killing me. An exit sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted on the wall beside us is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. It's locked. Oh, it is 11. I think what we'll do is we'll go all the way down when the 10-minute break is over. We'll talk to friend. I think my idea is mostly solid, but I think the number is wrong. Because if this is 11 stories, if you count the basement, then I think I'm correct. You've got to subtract 3, and then it's half, which is either, like, if you're thinking about rounding up, it might be 6 and 7. So it might be 8, 6, 7. Or I might just be wrong. So we'll, at the end of the 10-minute break, go and consult with friend and see what we can find here. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So let's go down. Return to ground level. I'm gonna very quickly talk to Upper Kyphon. I am friend. We need your help. Garrett said to speak to you. I don't understand the readings. The man in the basement spoke a riddle. The man in the basement recited a riddle. Yes. It said, in the darkness of hands you must shake. We understood that. The first number is the floor above the council chamber. Oh, I misunderstood this completely. Okay, we don't need this anymore, because I think that my correct assessment of the other two numbers is still correct, but it's above the council chambers. So I was counting up from the top. We don't need to do that. We need to go from... Yes. We need to go back in. So we need to go 256. Oh my god. Okay, so because here's the council chambers. Here's where we reach out. Okay. Go up. Go up. We want 5. It's 5 and 6, right? Yes, I did get that right. Okay. Go up. And then go up. It begins to pull Catherine slowly toward the floor. She grabs Dallas, attempting to resist. Catherine? It's... The hand jerks her violently to the floor. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark, but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Dallas, tell me who the hell is here. There. His echo trails off onto the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up from the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me up, please. Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor, and she hangs her arm over his shoulder. You're not in any kind of condition to be doing this. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I'll carry you. No, it's fine. Let's just go find this planner. Get to the roof. Whatever it takes to be done here. The planner's up. Because this is the only room... Yeah, see. There was something here and I wasn't sure what it was, but now we know. Another thread of light shines from a doorway down the hall. Enter the doorway. Catherine steps into the warm lamplight glow of the 7th floor office, overlooking Duncan Plaza. A man sits at the desk facing the window. He looks back at Catherine, looks away. I wonder if this was the guy that we saw at the window from the first, from the ground. Office is closed. Working late? I'm trying to get to the roof. I was hoping I could get access to the roof. I don't know if you should be spending time talking to these people, which is why I just went for this. Otherwise, we would have talked to him properly. The planner turns in his chair. I see. Any chance you could help? You don't look like the other ones. I'll say that. Excuse me? Where's your shirt? The planner dismisses Catherine with a hand wave and points towards a coat rack near the door. Keycards hanging on the rack. He returns to his original posture facing the window. Catherine grabs the keycard. Working late? The planner looks at Catherine over his slouched shoulder. No later than usual. Sorry to bother you. Keep listening. We're drafting a new master plan. Catherine nods and leans against the jamb of the door. It's been an ordeal. You may have seen about it in the news. The antagonism in the city, my God. Everyone wants something different. The plan looks away from Catherine. I'm the one they hate the most. The other planners are more interesting, younger. They're passionate about the work. I'm old now. I watched them bulldoze the projects. I wanted them gone. You don't know about what the wrong decision is until you make it. The road splits and you have to keep going. The highways, they have to go somewhere. The houses, are they going to flood sometime? As he speaks, he crouches into himself in an odd and anxious way. And no one wants to relocate, but the stubbornness of nature is unmatched. It drives the rest. In the end, it drives our decisions. It forces them, you see. I don't follow. I understand. I don't really understand. Like, I do get it in a sense that if you're a city planner and if you're building in a place that's like Florida, right, where everything just washes away, then nature does end up guiding your hand in that sense. And I wonder if this game is hinting at that kind of thing. So I think that I do understand, but on a tame sort of level, I don't know what NORCO is really like. And I can only guess that this future NORCO is ravaged by climate change, right? And maybe that's sort of what he's getting at here. Floods have made lots of decisions for me. Some will confront those decisions before others. This creates an imbalance. It creates the conditions for conflict. When we plan, we don't plan for a community, we plan for a city at war with itself. We decide the winners and the losers. As the stakes go higher, the losers, they're gonna hate us. He returns his gaze across her shoulder and meets Catherine's eyes before looking away a final time. Gives me a fucking ulcer. Yeah. Catherine returns silent and said, well, we need to go up. Okay, so here's where we need to be. I'm gonna save because I'm worried that the store is going to lock behind us. Oh, I can't save. Okay, try the door. Catherine scans the ID badge and pushes open the door. Exit to roof. Catherine steps through the door and enters the cool winter air above City Hall. I need to sit down for a moment. Of course. Dallas gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit. Let's sit. Oh, I knew this was going to be beautiful. This is very in keeping with the sort of thing another world might have done. So I can see the Eric Chai comparison. Getting too old for this. Running around like this on my 49th birthday. What a life. Birthday? Today is your birthday? Today is my birthday. At least it's memorable. No question there. You alright? I'm fine. Just needed to breathe for a minute. That was strange. Can never be normal or super. Always gotta be some shit like that. So why keep doing it? I don't know. Dallas lifts his hand in resignation. There's not much else really. Not anymore. What would you rather be doing? There are other applications. What would you do if you could? What I'd like to do is be home with my daughter and my grandchild. Where's home? Hollygrove? Right near the canal? They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place. kids do that. You got any? A son and a daughter, 2 years apart. Still at home? My younger one, I can't get him out of the house. But my daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed she'd come around, but she never did. Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No, she never did. Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts more. Sometimes it hurts more the more time passes. I just know I won't see her before I die, and that it does hurt. It hurts, and then you die. The two of them laugh. It's not all bad. Just hope there's something on the other side. There is. I know there is. The ones that hurt and left behind. I'll see them there. I'll get to apologize. The ones I hurt and left behind. Amen. But let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age. Long story. This is my first time on the application, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last too long. Yeah? Why not? Let's just say I lied on my resume. Nearly everyone you meet has a story like that in this line of work. Nothing special about me then. I wouldn't say that. The old man in the ditch thinks you're special. Let him think it. So you figure this lost sculpture is around here somewhere? Said something about it being in the sky. Okay. Let's just look before we leap. Sully Jimmy's Superdome. They changed it again. What was it before? Paul Dish Soap Superdome. Handsome Burger Superdome. I don't know. I lost track. And then the sky. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, I guess this is where we use the application. Yep, because that is kind of the only spot there. I don't like... Okay. I don't really like this mechanism. Is a little weird. What you have to do is you have to get the cursor in the middle and then drag. It looks, from a user interface perspective, like you should just be able to press the right arrow and it should go. But no, you have to actually physically do this. Sure. Third reading from the Apocryphon of Kenneth and John. New Orleans is a pit, and Garth stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. A messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful now living in the cavities of the northern Martian moons. Tells him there's a way to commune with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There's a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with a plan to escape the low world's reach. The guards must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel with which to leave this earth. Having imbibed the chrism, John may ascend beyond the distortion of the low world and listen for the twilight language. Two guards work together at Stennis. John appoints them and oversees the task. They soon find other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The guards labor for 688 days, and in that time, the ark is complete. All that remains is the egg, which holds the chrism to know God's mind. So is that it? We found all three? Let's go ask the kids in the mall. Yeah, I think we did. The problem is, I don't know if we should go into the mall right now, because we don't have a way of recording messages, and we need something like that. Oh, we can go visit Hollywood? Sure. Oh, that's kind of cool. We can just visit his house. Car flooded last summer when the pumping station went down. Ruined the transmission. City said they send me a check. Still waiting on it. Been buying my daughter's car in the meantime. Oh, we can just visit his house. Okay. Leave this house. Love this house. It was my daddy's. But I'll be damned if it isn't cursed. Every time I get a little money in the bank, the place floods again. Oh, man. Okay. Oh. A little early for a tree, isn't it? Never too early for Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm sure that that's a happy memory for him, and that's kind of why he likes Christmas music. Why you got the TV muted, buddy? Mom's studying. See? Martha grins wide. Kid of the year. Oh, that's very kind. That wasn't there this morning. Oh, interesting. You'll say mini pizza? Orson tore through 2 boxes and he's still hungry. I'll pick something up when I knock off. It'll be morning by then. Then I'll bring bagels. Oh. Look at my grandchild, always playing games. I don't mind, as long as he keeps his he keeps the grades up. Oh, I couldn't figure out what this was. I saw the light, saw this, and thought it was a pillow, and then didn't realize that there was a person there. It's the birthday boy. How is it over here, kiddo? Fine. Homework. Austin sick. You sick, Austin? Yes, sir. Well, this sir. His dad makes him say that now. What's he know about manners? So it's bad then? That he wants to teach my child respect? Dallas waves away the comment. I'm not so alright, Austin. I'm your pops. Yes, sir. Knew you were going to say that. We got you a little something for your birthday. It's under the tree. Oh, come on. I told you. It's small. Trust me. Well, let me go see what it is. Oh, this is 100% the recorder. Would you look at this? Oh, it's a new tie. Okay. I thought it was going to be the recorder. Okay, well, that's good. Thank you. That's very kind. What do you think? Austin picked it up. Austin, I love it, buddy. Aww. Mom said you needed a new tie. We got it at the dollar store. Pops doesn't need to know that, Austin. Oh. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the best tie I've ever seen. Your Pops can't wait to show it off. Love you, little man. Love you, Pops. How's the, no, that's music to my ears. Austin's been playing games before he could talk. Okay. I guess we're getting out of here. I was 100% hoping that would be a recorder. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go to the mall. I'm gonna try one last time before we go inside to talk to this man. Okay. Unfortunately, because we don't have a recorder, we can't go and record that message, which does worry me. So I'm gonna save. In case, like, we can come back out at some point. Where did they go? Those 2 shits, where did they go? Hell. Why did we just waste our time? We have to get in here. Only one option comes to mind. The creep in the ditch. Afraid so. This night, I hate it. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to go with him. Some kind of recruitment video plays in the monitor above the entrance. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctuated by text. 3 geometric shapes. Find all 3. A name tag that reads Garrett, pendant crayon blue shirt. Earn the badge. A tower circled by scaffolding. Find salvation in the stars. Okay. Sure. Man, I don't want to do this. The old man squats near the flooding ditch with an easy grin, his robe whipping in the wind. Yeah, I 100% just don't want to be with this guy at all. We need your boat. Oh, his space is purely portable. How wonderful. A boat ride into John's fucking skull. We'll live inside it. Calm down. Keep your distance. Lower your voice. We need the boat, not you. The mall. John's skull, John's skull. The boat is just a little further down the canal. Let us go and visit the sanctum of the Garretts. Yeah, I immediately don't like this guy. Okay, so now we're back on playing as Kay. So, I think that we go forward. Now that we're in, take a look at what Lucky got. The man crouches down, opens his backpack, and reveals 2 grenades. Got these from a guy at the burger place. Lucky done played with bigger grenades than us. These more like little toys. Now this is around here. They ain't likely to make much of a ruckus. We get into any more scuffles, they might be handy. But we best be choosy. Only got us the 2. He zips his backpack, tips his hat, and smiles. There'll be no use against the St. Clair model. That guard, Good Hope Plantation. Well, sure, them guards not your average type. We'll need to find some other way to get rid of them. What do you suggest? Like I say, there's that big bastard hanging from the railroad crane over there. A freight mover. A robot, just like you. Might be your partner. Let's go talk with it. A mover has no agency. How you know? Thought you wasn't a St. Clair. You come up with something better. Lucky all is. Till then, you go with his gut. Lucky done got help from all kinds of robots. Okay. So, alright, the St. Clair robots are not what we're going to mess with. But let's look around first. 2 men watch the monitor display above the freight elevator. So what this is? They're making us go to space now? Imagine the overtime we get, not to mention the hazard pay. Shit. Wish I could be like one of the old timers and retire on workman's comp. Careful what you wish for. You know them old guys just play it up for the news. They bump their heads, tying their shoes, and get a paid vacation. Give me a break. You knew any of the old the ones that died in the blast? Yeah, I knew a couple. Blue, Wiki, good guys. Wiki weren't on the plant 2 weeks. Okay, so we know about Blue, we don't know about Wiki. This work, no joke. Somebody got to do it. People want to drive around, eat their microwave dinners, all that shit. That don't come free. Somebody got to make it. Just hope it ain't us next time. Keep your eyes and ears open. The ones that got hurt ain't paying attention. How do you think the party's going over at HQ? I saw inside one of them parties one time. Don't want to think about it. What was it like? I'll tell you when you're older. Okay. Are they having more of a conversation? Oh, no, they're not. Okay. And this is probably the same conversation. Oh, okay, sure. We can walk here, we can look at this. I think we look at this first. A montage unfolds on the display. Laptops, satellites, fiber optic cables. A diverse, smiling workforce. A stock voice narrates. Shield's commitment to sustainability is built into our business model and code of conduct. 100% not true. To protect our planet's ecosystem, Shield leverages informatics and machine learning to harness extraplanetary resources such as magnified solar energy and astral ore. Again, 100% not true. Our priority is the safety of our workers and the integrity of wetlands and other natural habitats across the planet. You know what I'm going to say, right? Shield, a greener world awaits. Oh boy. I don't know if it's a smart idea to walk down the street. I think I'm gonna make a dedicated save for K. Sure. I was gonna overwrite this one, but I think it is smarter to have one dedicated save for these two folks and then these folks. Okay. Like, there aren't choices here. We could try and go here. The freight elevator is locked. We could try and go here and see what happens. Oh, okay, that was... Oof. I was worried that those two guys who were having the conversation would see us, and then immediately we'd have trouble. The door to the crane platform is locked. We need to disable security to get through. Do we just get out of here and go... Wait. Do we know what zone this is? This is the crane platform. We don't know what zone this is. Entrance? I am, because we just saved. I'm gonna look at these folks. That's the headquarters right that way. And we're gonna walk up to them, but I think we're gonna die. Yeah, okay. Let's just back away. Are we prepared for another confrontation? Slow down, Lucky, going to tell you right now. Getting past these boys is no joke. This ain't contract bots like you see at the entrance. We got to cause us a distraction. Don't keep much security on site at this hour. We'll make a ruckus. That might be enough to clear the area. That's Lucky's advice. A distraction. Unless you got some better idea. Lucky, he'll fight, but it won't be no cakewalk. No, we'll leave. You just saved us a whopping. Oh, that's the only thing we... Okay. So, I don't know that we've got anything on us other than the ring. I don't think the ring... Yeah, I don't think the ring gets us past these doors. So I think... Oh, we can't... Well, let's try... Hang on a second. Shield? Can we go in here now? Oh, yeah, okay, good. Because I was going to go back to Duck's place to mess with the computer there, but we don't have to do that. Left security monitor displays a freight elevator. The center security monitor displays the Good Hope Cemetery, raised tombs surrounded on all sides by refinery architecture. The right security monitor displays a freight moving robot hanging limp from a crane. A command line terminal sits open on the computer's desktop. Type command. Security status disengage lock. User status authenticated. Someone has forgotten to log out. Fortunate for us. Waiter elevator lock engaged. Drone bay lock engaged. Type a command. Disengage lock. Freight elevator lock disengaged. Drone bay lock disengaged. Okay. That was 100% what we needed to do. A map of shield security zone A is displayed on the monitor. I don't know what we're looking at. There's the crane. But I don't know how this relates to the space that we're in. Okay, let's get out of here. Because all we really needed to do was open. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. Are you serious? That's now open. I still don't think we can walk there. But sure. Okay. Wires drift in the wind above the catwalk. The wires follow them upward to a large freight mover hanging from a railroad crane. Speak. I think this is O1E. Interesting. You shout towards the machine to get its attention, but it remains unresponsive. Million emits a high-frequency whine. Silence follows. A voice swells from the sky as the mover begins to speak. You will dive into the water and the depths will become the surface. The breeze will change the shape of the flame, and the flame will be as boundless as the territory that it lights. Such good writing. We don't know what it means, but such good writing. Hey buddy, keep it down. It ain't time to make a ruckus yet. You will find in the water not only flames, but whole hurricanes. There will be patterns of light that form the shapes of the old bayous, where those who killed for freedom still hide. That's like a poem or something? Rattling cages on the tracks and whispering at the pond. Perhaps the pond will whisper back. That ground that soiled those bloody days. The lights of the lanterns became the spray flame. Be straight with me. You gonna help us out or not? I'm gonna wait until he's finished reciting because he's a little loud. You will find the old pool boat where the ghosts still hide their eyes. There are mole eyes and ditch eyes and bayou eyes. Oh, there's John. There are eagle eyes and duck eyes and cardinal eyes. There are John's eyes and there are your eyes. And your eyes are the refinery eyes, which was the name of this chapter. Guess I was wrong to think this thing would be any help. What's that number on its chest? Oh, it's 016. Okay. It's 016. I remember that alright. That's the identification number for the crane it's hanging on. That's how they do it around here. Let's go find the controls. Drop this goofy bastard right in the guards. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Yeah, actually that's a great plan. I'm totally into that. So the controls should be here. Oh, okay. I guess we messed with this. Can I do anything here? Oh my god. No, I can't. Okay. I'm gonna try a super dumb thing, which I almost guarantee you is not going to work. We're just gonna walk forward. What? Again, I honestly thought those two guys would be like, why are you here? But I think this is what we need. Yeah. There's that big boy. Good old flame that burned too, ain't burning too hot tonight. Some nights this thing get bigger than anything you can imagine. Let the whole parish up. we need this, because we need to do 016. Think this thing controls the crane over there? Bet we could cause us a little trouble. Use the keypad. Please enter a command code 016. Submit. Command code unrecognized. Don't think that was it. Hold on. I thought it was 016. Wait, hang on. Let's just go check again. I'm pretty sure that I'm correct. Oh. Yeah, that's 016. Oh dear. Buddy, old friend. What are you doing? Why are you driving into a tree like that? Here. Have a ban and a block. And a report while we're here. This is a spam, that's also a robot. Okay. If you saw that and you feel like joining me and banning them, not banning them, but reporting them, please do. Okay, so let's try 016 again. Because I was pretty sure that was correct. Oh, 16. Huh. Maybe it's backward. If it's 016, maybe it's 610. Yeah, there isn't anything on this drawing that makes me think that we can do anything there. Maybe we're reading it upside down. Maybe it's 910 or 019. I don't think so, because the 1 looks like it's the right way up. But that's the only other thing that I can think of. Okay, so I'm going to try 910. The other thing that springs to mind is 019. You know, there's got to be something more to this. There's got to be something more to this. I'm gonna just very quickly look around to see if we can find other numbers. We can't look around for too long because the timer for the stream has just gone down. I don't see anything here. A wanted poster hangs on the wall. Wanted, drone fleet captain, Sun A19, commonly known as the drone priest, is missing and considered armed and dangerous. That's interesting. I don't know if we can translate Sun to the letters. We can. Oh, we can't even do A19. Contact shield community dispatch if sighted. Do not approach. Oh, hang on. Crane manual. An instruction manual for the operation of Shield's railroad crane network. Click. You read from the manual. Shield's railroad cranes can be operated from a safe distance using control panels located at various points around the facility. Each crane is labeled with a unique identification number. Okay, we know that that's 016. To operate a crane, enter the prefix code. Oh, so it's 2914016. I'm gonna write that down because I'm gonna forget. 2914 and then 016. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get us out of here. We're gonna go to the spot where this is, but we're not gonna enter the key code. Tomorrow, that's the first thing that we'll do. I must just not forget the 2914 part. I know where to find it now, so even if I do forget it, it's fine. I'm a little surprised because I thought we'd actually be done with NORCO by tonight so we could go back to Monkey Island. I mean, some of the problem is that I don't have a lot of time to get back to Monkey Island because the family, I think, come back on the 30th. And Monkey Island is a 30-hour game. So if we start back up, and assuming this ends tomorrow, we've got effectively 24 hours, because that's maybe 22, because that's a 2-hour session every night until they come back. We'll make it work. Like, if the worst comes to worst and we have to not... I won't be able to stream as long as they're here again. So as long as they're here, let's count that as, I think it's about 4 days. I don't know how long it is. But we might pick this up in the beginning of July. and then we'll just finish it all. And then immediately we'll start in on the request, which I've had to push several times now. So we'll start on the request on the 5th, and then play that until August runs around. Because August is going to be a whole different thing. So, sure. Alright, sorry, I'm planning ahead in your ear, and you don't need to hear that. Thank you for being here today, I appreciate it so much. I really am liking the writing in this game a lot. It is so good. We don't really get, because of the age of the games that we play, super good writing in those games. It's just very engaging, and it's a pleasure to read. So, I'm having a good time. So, as I keep saying, we're playing this game in memory of RatClowncar. RatClowncar passed away last year, and one of the things that happened because of his passing was that folks reached out to his parents and said, hey, listen, if we can help you, what do we do? And his parents said, please don't send money to us, we're good. They would have wanted, because RatClowncar would have wanted folks to help things like local shelters, things like No Kid Hungry, that sort of thing. I'm not affiliated with any of those things, but I do think that they're worthy causes, and I do agree that if you have a little bit of money and you can spare it, and you'd like to do something in his memory, RatClowncar's memory, then please do donate. That would be good and kind. Like I said, I don't know if we'll wind this game down tomorrow. I think we'll get very close. The way I'm playing it, we're playing it sort of slow and methodically and ploddingly, so we might not finish it tomorrow, but we might finish it the next day. And then we're going to just pick up Monkey Island until my family come back. And then, as I say, if Monkey Island isn't done by the time they arrive, I'll just take the 4 days leave, come back, we'll finish off Monkey Island, and then we'll move to the request, because I was thinking that we'd actually play the request while my family were here, but then it turned out to be impossible to do, so, you know, I'm not surprised, but that's just where we landed. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please be safe, have a wonderful evening, see you all soon. Good night for now.